Okay. Now, the forest fires in northern Canada are spreading absolutely everywhere. Okay, you got the big red dots. That's where most of them are, right? So we're looking at everywhere in the United States: Denver, Kansas City, Illinois, St. Louis, Missouri, places like that. We got Michigan, Minnesota. You get the idea. In Ontario, now I was waiting for this to happen. Now I live in Toronto. Okay. Now, all of a sudden, out of nowhere, okay, let's scroll out a little bit. We'll scroll back in. Oh, let's scroll back out again. Come on. That little blip above Toronto, as soon as you scroll it in, this is a new one. A new fire has started near Owen Sound, right in Owen Sound itself, just north of here near Orangeville. This is bad news for the city. And bad news for Canadians, whether you're in the north or in the south. It's bad for the Americans where they are. This is very, very bad news. This is not good for you to be breathing in. Here comes their climate lockdown. Now, I don't necessarily think they're going to say, hey, stay indoors. They might just do that. They might say, close your windows. I've had to close mine because of the smoke. You would not believe how disgusting the air is today. How the blanket is bad. Yesterday it rained, and the smoke got really thick and heavy, and you could taste it. The smell was cool. I like burning wood when you're in a campfire and you're roasting marshmallows and things like that. I love that. Oh, it's amazing. But I don't like it when I'm walking around and there's a huge blanket of smoke just hovering over your head. This leads me to stay indoors because I can't go nowhere. I can't breathe. Today, I can't breathe again. So, I have to stay indoors. Thankfully, I'm self-employed, so I can kind of do that. However, you press the play button here. Let's see if I can get her to... There we are. See, look at this. Okay? There's new fires, and the wind will direct where it's supposed to go, right? So we're looking at probably into Sunday. But look how bad it gets. You see how bad that gets? On the 7th, I think it is. This is tomorrow. Environment Canada, the people that push out the air quality advisories have not been. I don't know if they're gonna push it out for Saturday. Definitely today. Today is just gross. It's like you can't really go out, can't really breathe, but people are out anyway. Right now, the sun is shining. Whatever. It's still it's too much. Like, don't hold birthdays outside. You can't even have a barbecue. You can't do any of that stuff. You can if you want, but I wouldn't suggest doing that. Anyway, look. You see? The winds are directing it, okay? Backs off just a tiny bit, and then boom, comes back again, okay? Now, this is for today, so I won't find out until I think Sunday where exactly because this is like 3 days worth of forecasting of it, but you look up in here, and this is where the major problem is. Major problems. Look, really thick. We're looking up at Molson Lake. We're looking at, I don't really look up here too often. Nelson, Cross Lake. No one's here. Everyone's left. People have left. This dark area, people have left. They're gone. Then you go over here, we have Reindeer Lake. 7 new fires have just started here. There's a new fire. All this orange, flamey stuff you see is new fires. Now, I'm having a hard time breathing, guys, so don't mind me if you hear me laboring and whatever. I'm having a hard time, but I'm not going to fail you, and I'm not going to not post. Anyway, if you're in the affected area, like most y'all are, look at this. My kids have went away over here. Unfortunately for them, they're going to get the same thing that I'm getting here. So, yeah, if you look... We got Seattle, we have San Francisco, Salt Lake, we got San Diego, Los Angeles, Phoenix, and all the whole thing, the whole part of North America. Okay, the whole part of the most of the states and part of most of Canada are surrounded by smoke. So if you suffer from any sort of breathing issues, respiratory, whatever, please be careful if you do venture out. Please, I'm not going to say wear a mask. I ain't going to do that. But I'm just going to put a thing out there that, just to be careful when you go out. Make sure you're not out there too long. This stuff is not good to breathe in. I don't care how thin it is. It'd be like saying to you, like, oh, the downtown core in Toronto is smoggy. So go downtown to the downtown core and inhale all that smoggy air from the cars. That used to be a thing. Not that I'm saying that I went down there to sniff it, but I'm saying like the downtown core would be full of smog because of the cars. So it's like, I wouldn't tell you to go do that and put yourself in danger. Just like I'm telling you not to go. I'm not telling you not to go outside, but be careful when you do, because it is not good to breathe in. This stuff is very bad for your lungs. It is like literally a house fire. And we know how bad smoke is. Just putting a warning out there. Please comment, like, subscribe. I will check back with you guys in a few days. I got other videos lined up. I'm losing subscribers, which is fine. They're likely bots. I don't care. Just please be safe. Peace. Where's the thing?